what we immediately started doing was getting where we could spray or fog, whichever way you want to put it. We're using the same people that we did several years ago. We all believe that it's better to hire the professionals than to hire somebody, especially when you're fogging or spraying something in the air. It's very important. On our signs that we put out in the community, we don't cover the whole city unless we have positives in the whole city, which in the last 8 years, I don't remember when that happened. We've had 2, and we might have had 3.
I think we did one time have 3 stations.
So we did have 3 stations at one time, which was positive. So we're fortunate there. This time, we decided that we would take a larger area and do it twice. We generally always do it twice. And we try to set it up where that it falls late on Sunday evenings. Hopefully people can be through with their outdoor activities. It doesn't disrupt any outdoor activities on Saturday or Friday. That's our main goal if we can get away with it. That's not always easy because I get notified from Tarrant County Public Health approximately a little after 4 o'clock if we have a positive. In between that time, you've got to start getting everybody in gear. There's other people that's wanting that same area, that same time frame that we like to have as well. So we picked up through the years that immediately when we got that call, we have to have a conference and put together about what we're going to do. Because the faster we get our schedule scheduled, the best days is what we get. So it's kind of complicated. A couple of years ago, I think it was about 3 years ago, we went and started putting the emergency management telephone number on the sign itself. So therefore, if anybody had any questions, they could call me direct. I do answer that phone 24/7. I just think it's good business so that people can get in touch with you and not get an answering machine or something. It seems like all that does is frustrate them that much more. So this way, I can let them ask, and I can let them know kind of what's going on with it. So far this season, we've had 3 calls, and that's exactly what all 3 calls were for. They wanted additional information. Everybody at the end of the call said, thank you all very much. It was good to talk to somebody, and we appreciate you sharing what's going on when you call. So that right there to me was worth hearing. So all the trouble that we put together, or all the expertise that we put together is definitely worth it. I had 0 complaints this year. That's not always the case. Usually we get quite a bit of criticism as the time goes on. And I do work hand in hand with Tarrant County Public Health. Always have. I have a very good relation with these men and women. And matter of fact, we've gotten to have quite a bit of good friendship where that we understand one another. I ask them questions. I also share with them what comes out of Marvin's and mine's meeting, and we get their input as well. So it's just not a one-man show. It's a whole lot of different people integrated into this and makes all this happen. So is there any questions that anybody'd like to ask? If not, let me give you a couple of things. We have had some people that has asked, where do you get tested for the virus? The one that I would recommend would be Dickey's Arena in the parking garage. Right now they're running 2 to 6 p.m., Tuesdays through Fridays. And that's at 1911 Montgomery Street. You do have to get an appointment, and it's very close for us. The other thing I like it is that they take what we regard as the spit test. So therefore, the results come back very quickly, a lot of times within 48 hours or less. We're going, matter of fact, let me also share that these locations for this testing, they constantly move around. Tarrant County is trying to secure 2 locations within the county that will be there in staff constantly from one day to the next. Until then, we'll continue with the ones that's there for 3 days a week or 2 days a week, and we're going to work and give, Marvin will have that, Paula will have that, and I will have that too. So there will be 3 of us that can answer any questions if somebody wants to call in and ask in that. Give me about 2 days, and I should have that completed, mainly. So with that, that's about it. If y'all don't have any questions, I'll sit down and shut up. I appreciate it.
What kind of test did you say they had?
It's some people call it a swab, but it isn't. It's actually like a little vial, and what you do is you spit into the vial, and then you hand it back to them, and then they send it off to collect.
I thought you said something else.
Oh, no, but I do appreciate y'all, for listening to me. I get involved in this stuff pretty heavy, and, sometimes I talk too much, so I apologize if that happened tonight. Thank you.
With that, I know you said they had that appointment, but did they have symptoms or not?
Not if you're over 65. And they're trying to get it, and they are succeeding in that. They're trying to get these tests where you can just come up and get tested. You don't have to have any symptoms or anything, but they're just not quite there at every station, every testing site. But that's where we're going. Huh?
Is there a charge for the?
There is no charge.
No charge.
Yeah, if you go to CVS or something like that, you're liable to be charged. Sometimes insurance companies pick that up, sometimes they don't. The problems that I hear about CVS and maybe Walgreens, they're making the people do the nasal swabs themselves. And I'm, that's a little touchy, because it's going up there towards your brain. So, you know, but not only that, it takes a lot more time to get the results back for the in-the-nose swab, and time is your friend. So the less time that you spend waiting for those results, the better off you are. Because if you test positive and it takes you 6 days to get the results, just look at all those days that was wasted, and that particular person has been positive, spreading that around in through our community. I have several neighbors, unfortunately, 2 of them are pretty well near death and could leave at any time. And that's directly from the virus attacking something that this person previously had. And that's what it was brought on. And I know, because I get the records, it's just not in my neighborhood. It's throughout all of our city. I get a lot of what I call BS that people tried to say that nobody's died